Have you ever started to eat something because you were sad or depressed or lonely or stressed, and you turned to food because you thought it would make you feel better? Well, if you had, then this video is for you. Well, today could have been a really, really bad day for me, point-wise. It wasn't. I did okay, but it's a sad day for me and a happy day. So before I start talking about emotional eating, let me show you what I had today on the My WW Personal Points Plan. Well, for dinner tonight, I'm just having the Smart Ones baked ziti with meatballs. It's 10 points, and then I'm just having some cucumber and onion along with it. That's all 0 points. So 10-point dinner. I didn't eat breakfast this morning, so I'm kind of hungry. I'm just gonna have something else, and I'm really, really tired because I only got a couple hours of sleep last night. Decided to go ahead with one of the Smart Ones. This smells really good. I've already tasted it, and so far it tastes pretty good. So this takes me to 19 points for the day. This is my snack for tonight. Is a half a cup. This actually weighed out at 116 grams. Low fat. This is 1% milk fat cottage cheese. That's 2 points. 106 grams of the mango / strawberry mixture, and that's of course 0 on my plan. So 2-point snack. This takes me to 21 points for the day. Well, I ended the day with 22 points that I consumed. Now, I didn't record my lunch. It was kind of a weird day. I got up kind of late. I needed to be at work at 6:45. I had 1 cup of coffee before I left here, and I didn't have time to eat breakfast. So I really had my breakfast for lunch, which was oatmeal. It was like really overnight oats. So as you can see on my app, I had a total of 7 points for lunch because I had 2 containers of the low-fat yogurt cups too, in addition to the oatmeal that I had. So anyway, I consumed a total of 19 or 22 points today. Weight Watchers gave me back a point because for that cucumber that I ate with dinner, I don't pay any attention to that. So I stayed right within my points today because I do get 22 points a day. However, today could have been bad. And let me tell you a little bit about that. First of all, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing and following me along. And for my returning subscribers, I appreciate you staying with me. I want to pull something up here on my phone here that I want to read. So today is both a day of celebration and a day of sadness for me. Today is the birthday of my son who passed away. So last night I was sitting here, I was looking at the clock, and I thought, well, gee, 33 years ago at this time, I was just about ready to deliver him. And it just amazes me how quickly time flew. He died when he was 28 years old, and he committed suicide. And it's a hole in my heart that is never, ever going to heal. And I've reconciled myself to that fact that, you know, on his birthday, I'm going to be sad because he's not here to celebrate. And on the other hand, you know, I don't ever want people to forget him, so I want to celebrate his birth. So in the years past, what I have done is I have taken this day as an excuse to overeat. Or I would go out to a Mexican restaurant because he loved Mexican food, or I would go to the local ice cream place called Mr. Freeze because he loved Mr. Freeze, or I would get a hot fudge sundae cake from Big Boy because he loved that. Or I would go to one of the Japanese food places because he loved that. So I would use this day as an excuse that, well, I'm honoring him by eating all of his favorite foods. Um, I'm not, I didn't do that today. Although I have to tell you, I have to switch positions here, that I was tempted to. I did take my lunch today, that overnight oats that I took, um, only because I had prepared it last night. And so I had that ready to go. And then I came home, and what I had for dinner, that Smart Ones dinner, which was very good, by the way, is not what I had originally planned. I was going to make an omelet, and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I was tired. And I thought, well, I could just order pizza from the restaurant here, or I could go, to the other restaurant that's up here and get that big thing of macaroni and cheese that they have, that I understand is very good. I haven't had it yet, but um, I decided, no, I am sticking to my food budget, so I'm going to go ahead and just use what I have here. And that's why I chose the dinner I had. So it was pointy, but it was good, and it was filling. I didn't need anything more than that. And then I went to visit one of my friends over here, and I came back, and I thought, maybe I'll just stop and get an ice cream cone. And then again, I thought, no, I'm sticking to this food budget, so I'm just going to go back and have a snack at home. And that's why I had the cottage cheese and fruit, because was kind of having a sweet craving, and I knew that the only reason I wanted to have ice cream was because I was feeling kind of sad. So this is what the Mayo Clinic has to say about emotional eating. It says that it's a way to suppress or soothe negative emotions such as stress, anger, fear, boredom, sadness, and loneliness. Um, Major life events or the hassles of daily life can trigger negative emotions that lead to emotional eating and disrupt your weight loss efforts. And for me, that is the truth. It's been the truth for the last 4 years since Aaron died. And I can almost pinpoint when my weight loss stalled. And that was like a year after he died, when his birthday rolled around. It's like I was using that life event to as an excuse to overeat. And then, when I start overeating, it's kind of like a spiral thing. I can't stop. And I know that. So, what can we do about it? How do we get back on track? Well, I was reading this today, and this is from mayoclinic.org. And I thought, Weight Watchers does say a lot of the same stuff. So, here are tips that the Mayo Clinic gives to fight emotional eating. First of all, they say keep a food diary. Write down what you eat and how much you eat, when you eat, how you're feeling, when you eat, and how hungry you are. And then look at the patterns that develop of that. Well, how many times has Weight Watchers given us a weekly challenge to do that? Next one is tame your stress. If stress continues or contributes to your emotional eating, try a stress management technique such as yoga, meditation, or deep breathing. I don't do yoga, I don't do meditation, but I do deep breathing exercises, just, to kind of breathe in and breathe out, you know. Then the next one, they say have a hunger reality check. And again, I know that Weight Watchers has said this a lot in their weekly techniques. Is your hunger physical or emotional? If you ate just a few hours ago and don't have a rumbling stomach, you're probably not hungry. and give the craving time to pass. I did that tonight with the ice cream. I wasn't really craving ice cream. I didn't really want ice cream. It was just a thought, because I was up by the ice cream place for something else. And I had actually gotten in my car. Then I saw the ice cream place. I turned off my car, opened up my car door, and I said, no, this is not, you know, the habit that I want to have. Got back in the car and drove back here to my place. So I did give it time to pass. And on the way back here, I thought, I have that fruit that I just bought yesterday that I can mix with some cottage cheese and still stay within my points value. The next one they say is get support. You're more likely to give into emotional eating if you lack a good support network. Lean on family and friends or consider joining a support group. I have to tell you, you people are my support group. I know that when I come on here and I bare my soul to you, from all the comments that I get, I have your support in this weight loss journey. And you understand some of the emotional things that I have been through. The next one is to fight boredom. Instead of snacking when you're not hungry, distract yourself and substitute a healthier behavior. Doesn't this sound just like Weight Watchers? Take a walk, watch a movie, play with your cat, listen to music, read, surf the internet, or call a friend. Well, I distract myself when I'm home. I'll distract myself with my sewing machine, um, or I'll get on the internet or watch the Hallmark Channel. The next one is to take away temptation. And the Mayo Clinic here says, don't keep hard to resist comfort foods in your home. And if you feel angry or blue, postpone your trip to the grocery store until you have your emotions in check. I have to tell you, out here in South Dakota, where I am at, it's a 40-minute trip to the grocery store. So I'm not grocery shopping as much. Back home, it's easy for me to to get in the car and drive five minutes to the nearest grocery store to get something that I shouldn't have, like donuts. So here, this one for me is a lot easier, especially because I'm on such a tight food budget right now, and gas is so high. I'm not willing to jump in my car and drive to Walmart, 40 minutes down the road. But I don't have any uh, foods in my refrigerator here where I'm staying that are not point friendly. The next one they say is to snack healthy. If you feel the urge to eat between meals, choose a healthy snack such as fresh fruit, vegetables with low-fat dip, nuts, or unbuttered popcorn. Or try lower calorie versions of your favorite foods to see if they satisfy your craving. Now, one of my things is the Orville Redenbacher 94% fat-free popcorn, the mini bags, which are 3 points each. I'm not going to have that tonight because I'm already at my point limit, but that's one of my go-to snacks. And then the last one they say is learn from setbacks. If you have an episode of emotional eating, and face it, we all do from time to time, forgive yourself and start fresh the next day. I would amend that to say start fresh with your very next bite. Try to learn from the experience and make a plan for how you can prevent it in the future. Focus on the positive changes you're making in your eating habits and give yourself credit for making changes that will lead to better health. So I guess I did a positive thing today. First of all, I went into the day knowing that it was going to be an emotional day for me, and I had a plan. If not written down, it was in the back of my head what that plan was going to be. And I could have very easily given into those. They weren't even really cravings, just maybe, you know, the good angel on one shoulder, the bad angel on the other shoulder saying, yeah, you can eat this, it's okay. And the other good angel saying, no, you shouldn't have that. Keep in mind that there is no forbidden food at all on the Weight Watchers program. You can have it as long as you track it. So the positive steps that I made today was I tracked everything. And even though it was kind of an off day for me as far as eating, um, because I'm finding I really need to have that breakfast in the morning. But I was still able to rein it in a little bit. I very easily could have gone off the rails, and on this day, ever since Aaron died, I have gone off the rails. So I'm considering this day a success for me in that way. I still miss my son. I still wish he was here for me to celebrate his birthday with. You know, instead of me talking about this, I really wish I had him here and could have a piece of ice cream and cake. And I had thought about getting ice cream and cake just to celebrate him, and I thought, what good is that going to do? The ice cream and cake's not going to bring him back. And I have pictures that I can look at, of times we did celebrate. And then I have my memories. So that's what I did today. And knowing that I was going to put this video up today because I told you yesterday I was going to talk about emotional eating, that also helped me because I didn't want to get on here and tell you something that I wasn't putting into practice myself. I think it's also important to recognize that if you are struggling with emotional eating and you have unresolved issues that are leading to that emotional eating, it is okay to get therapy. I did. Um, it was not even a year after Aaron had passed away when I went to therapy, and it did help. So anyway, it's okay to admit you need help and then to get the help. And it's better to do that than just keep spiraling into this binge eating, because what we call comfort food might be comforting in the moment, but it's not going to be comforting at your next weigh-in. It's not going to be comforting if you keep eating like that. It's not going to be comforting when you have to buy you know clothes that are bigger than what you've ever been in before. It's not going to be comforting when you look in the mirror. And you can't do anything in secret that's not seen outwardly. I can tell when I look at my past videos, I can tell, my face has gotten fuller. Some of it is age, yes, but a lot of it is because I put weight back on. But anyway, that's all I wanted to talk to you about today, really. This video is getting kind of long. So please know that if you are struggling with emotional eating, you have my email down below here in the description box. And you can always send me an email. You can always find me on my Facebook page and send me a message. And there are so many YouTubers that I have this wonderful community that we are all here to help you. If this video helped you, please give it a like and a share. Please subscribe. I'm getting so close to that 1,000 subscriber mark that I'm really hoping to get to, hopefully by the end of the summer. But please help me out by subscribing. And thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.